on, Rangers! Come
I
on, Rangers!
missed the whole game.
Sulaiman's 15 yards in front of me.
And I was waiting in the undertow, said a drip fell away like balls, unaware where my heart would flow. I was waiting in the undertow, and I was dreaming of a love I loved. I fell asleep within an autumn flow. I never knew I'd drift so far from home, while I was waiting in the undertow.
We're back in the end game now. Dorking Wanderers are in trouble. Second from bottom in the National League and 4 points adrift of Wealdstone, who they have to play in the next week. They need a run akin to that of Charlton Athletic in the late 80s if they're to earn another season at Step 1. And having just earned a credible point at Aldershot, that run continues at home to Altrincham, who come to Meadowbank having won 5 of the 7 games they've played since the teams met just a month earlier. So Mark White is preparing his teams mentally as much as tactically for a run-in that will decide this club's fate.
All right, listen, so just want to keep it quite succinct and down to what we said, yeah? We are doing this in a block of 5 games. And yesterday was the first point out of how many points we need to go for. And we are simply chasing a points total. That's what we're chasing. I think we need 7 or 8 points. There's no time now for anybody to tune out. No time. No time for anyone to not be thinking on Thursday, not be thinking about the game when they turn up. When you turn up with your bag on a playoff semi-final, you turn up thinking this is the last time I could be getting my boots out all season. And everyone's in the fucking zone, aren't they? That's what this game is. All right? Okay?
This week we're sponsored by HelloFresh, and if you keep watching, you'll get to see Mark White cooking a meal for the first time in 20 odd years. Or you could just order a box now and get 60% off and free desserts for life if you order in time. There's some stuff in the description, so check that out. The Wanderers have had a litany of injuries this season, and it's not getting any easier on the physio team. For star midfielder Charlie Carter is now dealing with an ankle impingement, and while it won't preclude him from playing, it bloody hurts when he strikes the ball hard.
Like, I don't mind just standing, like, doing a bit, like, passing and stuff like that.
Honestly, mate, it's up to you. I'll leave it to you, Jukes. Yeah, just do whatever you can do, but just don't kick the ball or don't strike it. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not going to do any later.
Yeah.
We're acutely aware that nobody at the club wants to talk about relegation, even hypothetically. However, we do want to know how Mark will deal with the squad should the worst happen.
You're struggling to find one player that could say, I've given you everything since I signed, and for that reason, you might have to let me go and sow my seed elsewhere. Everybody's been fucking injured, unavailable, you know, for weeks on end. So I think they've struggled to put together any type of continuity as a unit. And the thing will be, you know, you can go somewhere, you can be mid-table, league above, have another year of challenges, or you can be here in this adversity and you can get used to winning most weeks, because I don't see how with just 1 or 2 additions we don't sort of win games most weeks. So they've got a chance to be part of that. A season passes quick in football. If we stay up, no question, you're going, right, okay, where's the 25-year-olds around here? We need young defenders, no question. If we go down a league, continuity with a quality team is going to be fucking important. What I'd hate to do is that change it up and then go, well, I can't understand why we're mid-table. Well, we haven't gelled yet, or, oh, it's a bit too physical for these youngsters, or, you know. For me, if we go down, I'll be pulling rank and I'll have to be saying to people, listen, we ain't changing too much here. If we win Saturday, then basically it's like all stations go, innit?
Dorking Wanderers have 3 games in the next 8 days, including a trip to fellow relegation candidates Wealdstone for a rearranged Thursday night fixture, followed by a journey up to Rochdale the next day for a match on the Saturday. Before all that, they have a tough task ahead of them against a team they only recently lost to. Altrincham's win over Dorking a month ago was a feisty affair, with Robbins getting a man sent off early on and Mark's players riling up the home crowd enough that they really want to see the Wanderers get relegated. So even though Altrincham don't have a huge amount riding on the game, with their position in the playoff spots pretty much secure, they should be motivated enough to go for the win, and that result would make Dorking's survival extremely unlikely. Still, there's no room for tension in the Dorking camp, and Niall McManus has gone to great lengths to cheer his teammates with a haircut straight out of a Mad Max film.
It's not quite grade 3, is it, mate?
Oh, nice, yeah. Good, mate. I like it, mate. Looking well, mate. Then what, do you brush it with a firework afterwards?
Fucking poor Niall. So, look, as always, good changing room, that's how it should be. This could be the start of an incredible week. If we get a win today, then my plan is to go to Wealdstone and not come back till Sunday. We'll make it work somehow between us. There might be a little 1 or 2 of you got to join some dots up, but my plan is we fucking stay together for those couple of games. If we win today, we set up an exciting week. Try and make this, in general, not an easy one, not a cup final. You've just got, I'm asking you to hit a lot of sweet spots. You've got to get your role right. You've got to get your mentality right. You've got to just get a lot of things right. I think you will, because I think you're good at it when you do it, right? So we don't need to make it a slugfest. Equally, they are going to put us in a good game, obviously. It's important you take these instructions, get your head into what's going on and deliver what we want. Because this could be a genuinely, tonight, if we get 3 points, we're going to go, yeah, fucking, what time are we meeting for Wealdstone? I can't fucking wait, right? And we will 100%, right, make fucking history as always. That's what we do. But I need you to deliver it, all right?
Neither team would be able to handle losing this one, so it's not hugely surprising that the game is a cagey affair. Early on, Altrincham take control of the ball.
Tell you what, lads, fuck me.
Mark's frustrated at the lack of intensity in the middle of the pitch. When Regan Linney makes a break for it down the left side, he gives Bobby Joe Taylor the chance to show exactly how clever he can be when it comes to clearing the ball. Bob clips the ball onto his own bar, knowing it was probably the best way to get rid of it, and he even managed to do it with his wrong foot. Well done, Bob. Bob's moment of genius inspires his teammates, who begin to show the kind of confidence they'll need if they're going to score the goals required to survive.
Look out, Bob Central! Bob Central!
Okay, that's unlucky, it's unlucky. It's good, I know, it's good play. Good play, confident play.
Sadly, it does not take long for something to go wrong, and that happens in the form of Jason Pry's calf.
What is it?
I took the ball out of the sky, I felt something in my hammy, and now my calf is gone.
Wanderers are having promising sequences, and the danger men look, well, dangerous. But as so often been the case for Dorking this season, openings are not leading to goals, and a Tom Blair cross ends up in the kind of area that Jason Pry would have been. The away side have not created a clear opening yet, and this goalmouth scramble encapsulates how desperate everybody is getting.
Fucking hell, yeah.
Josh Taylor goes on a run and gets surrounded in a way we assume he does whenever he's in a nightclub or a coffee shop or on the school run. He hasn't got kids though, has he? That doesn't work.
Good ball. Go on, Killy.
We are in the competition. We're in it. We're there. Who's gonna go and get the goal? This is real life. We're in the game. No problem. We're in the game. Are we gonna go and fucking win it? We're gonna go and grab a goal? Are we gonna go and say we're gonna have a good week? It's down to us. Ain't no one gonna give us this. And I'm telling you that now because it's been too passive. Last 20. I need to hear people. I need to see people. You need to play this to the point where they think, fuck, this team here, their season depends on it. Because it does. Right? Don't leave anything now. Don't leave anything out there, boys. You compete, you turn the ball over, you keep your shape, you do it all, you're aggressive. Right? You've got to up the game now. You've got to up the game and get them off the ball. Okay? We've got 45 minutes here. We win the game, we're going to have a great week. That ain't changed. Right? But you've got to do more. Okay? Come on.
We have a rule here at BOA, only get sponsored by brands that we would actually use. And that's why we were pretty pleased when HelloFresh got in touch, because we use them. But then we had to find someone who doesn't use them because he doesn't ever cook. Enter Mr. Mark White.
So when did you last cook? Anything?
It'd be in the 19s. It'll be like 19 something, 1999. How do you pronounce that? Quesadillas?
Quesadillas.
Yep.
You've got your instructions.
What's what, yeah? This is what you get, yeah? Well, look, I'm apprehensive but sort of excited because I've heard a lot about this type of thing, and actually in particular, HelloFresh. So the proof's going to be in the quesadilla. The proof's going to be in the quesadilla, yeah? Add the beef and mince, fry until brown, 5 to 6 minutes, yeah? The last time I cooked was in 87. At the orphanage, we had people come in that used to do it for us. All these things were cumbersome, weren't they, back in the day? So you get a set of ingredients that's a little bit like a Meccano set, and even people like me can work it out. And I'm that hungry, I want to eat the beef raw, to be quite honest. Here we go. I'm going to put this in the beef, yeah? So we need a Central American style mix and tomato puree, stir fry for a minute. This is actually unbelievable. You could do this whilst bollocking a player at night, just on the phone. This is actually looking edible already and bloody nice. We've got to stir in the water for the sauce and then cook until thickened. That's the bottom line. Betting in play, the thickening could take a while. Yeah, I'm the target market really, mid-30s. Get home late, don't want to eat a pizza. This is literally ideal, to be fair. So this now, I could literally eat it with a spoon. It looks that good. I'm actually totally serious when I say this looks so good. So, cheese and cheese, yeah. Bit of oil. Oh, start again. Bit of oil over each one. Yeah, lovely. Bit more salt, mate, because I now feel like a chef, which is good. Feel like a winner for achieving this, yeah, and it's so easy. Imagine doing this even twice, yeah. And obviously we've done it in a house we're broken into, do you know what I mean? So, bosh. Bring on the baby leaves just before serving. Hands are clean, don't forget, bath day was Sunday. Magnificent. I'm actually so impressed with myself. So impressed. I'm saying this is absolutely brilliant. I just think, what about that? This is probably 20 minutes work to produce like an unbelievable dinner, so happy days, Rich. Lovely. I'm literally so hungry. So I literally am buzzing that I've made
Doesn't it feel good that you made something that looks just like it's in the picture?
Yeah, yeah, literally. I'm going to 100% get Catherine on that. That is so good, it's a joke.
Okay, well, you can now get your own Hello Fresh box, and courtesy of Bunch of Amateurs, you get 60% off the first box that you order and 20% off the next 2 months, plus free desserts for life. All you've got to do is follow the QR code or hit the link that's in the description and use the unique code BOA6020.
Don't need to do that, Josh.
Mark needs the lads, in particular Alfie Rutherford, to get the press right.
Stay out, Jim. Go on, Jim. Alfie! Underneath! Underneath!
Although he's looked pretty good, Aaron Cool hasn't been back in the National League for long, and the intensity of this level might be getting the better of him. At least, that's what Mark's seeing.
Childy's blowing, which ain't helping. I'm hoping he's going to get through it.
Dorking are looking effective down the flanks, and that's how Seb Bowerman is given an opportunity. Midway through the second half, Dorking start to get a solid grip on the game, passing the ball around their opponents and looking nothing like a team fighting relegation, at least until they get into the penalty area.
Forward! Forward, Hollis! Transfer!
Dorking are now camped high up the pitch, and Altrincham are looking to counter.
Well done, Crawley. Next one. Oh, go on, Tone. Good, Jim. Good, Jim. Stand up. Well done, Jimmy. Got the ball. Got the ball. Good lad.
That's on off.
Well done, Jim.
Well done, Jim. Come on, lads. Better.
Keep going. Keep going. Let's get him going.
Let's
Get him going, mate.
Wanderers are showing a desire to find the winner, and even Charlie Carter, who's in agony when he strikes the ball, is going through the pain barrier here. Altrincham have barely had a sniff, and that would make it bloody typical if they did something late on. Jake Cooper turns the ball goalwards from point-blank range, and while he did shoot first, safe hand Solo says, "I bet you have," and tips it around the post. Now, it would be remiss of us to not acknowledge that Aaron Cool has done a remarkably successful man-marking job on Altrincham's best players, something that has irritated the away fans and their players, to the extent that George Wilson does this.
Follow up! Follow up! Charlie! What's that, penalty?
It's the final moment of needle between the two sides. This one's going to end 0-0.
Well done, mate. Good luck.
Fucking AP.
Good luck, mate.
All about.
Right, you're obviously very disappointed, yeah? He's made a couple of point-blank saves today that have made sure we didn't get beat. I'm not sure we tested their keeper. Not sure we tested their keeper enough. If I play that back, like Jimmy's put the ball, I don't think Jimmy's put in 2 balls. I don't think he could put there with his hand better. And we've got no one on the end of it. We put in one from that side, we're half a yard short. And football is a game of fine margins. Can I tell you now in that game, this is the positive bit, for whatever possession they had, Dukey will tell you, they didn't actually hurt you. Apart from they had a great moment when the bloke fought it down, it would have been a fucking deserved goal. Right? Apart from the couple of point blank saves, they haven't actually created anything. I thought you'd done really well to stop them creating chances. You, on the other hand, you have created so many moments in that game. But it's just them fine margins. Charlie's got round the back 2-3 times. Seb and Jim have put balls in the box, really testing balls. We've not got on the end of it. And when you're in our position, you have to be there. Someone has to fucking be there, right? The table don't look great. It don't look good. Don't look good. A lot of teams have gone and get their 52 points out of nowhere. But it 100% ain't done. It really, really ain't done. Listen, we're on 44 points. This is how it is. We're on 44 points, yeah? And we've got our game in hand on Thursday. If we go and get our points, somebody can get dragged into it. Somebody's going to go down on 50 points, maybe even 51. The teams we're going to play, particularly Wealdstone, they're not as fucking organised as that lot, I can tell you now. But they take a lot of beating because it's going to be a do or die game for them and us, right? And us. But our final third at the moment is really fucking toothless. And that's our big issue. That's our big issue. Okay? Right? We'll go again Thursday.
Yeah, it's just the final third, isn't it? I just don't, every time we break forward in key moments, I just don't see the desire in getting on the end of things. It bounces in the box, there's no one in there that's going to break in it to get on the fucking ball. I just feel like every time we break forward, you just, the ball goes in the air, fancy them to get it in front of us, it drops, they're there first clearing it. It's just our final third is, when the goals ain't coming, are they?
If Kidderminster lose, then I think we're 1 point better off, unless someone tells me different. And we're 4 points away, including the goal difference. So Thursday is, it's a big one. It's a really big one.
Right, it ain't done. I've convinced myself it ain't done. You know me, right? I'll barely ever ask you to win. But if we don't win Thursday, we are basically relegated. End of. And I'm being blunt with you. If during this morning I see anybody that is like white to their eyes, like, I know the difference between, yeah, Gaffer, I'm up for this, and looking fucking sharp, looking drilled, understanding what the scenarios are. I want to make sure that we have to go through the fucking tape Thursday. And if we fucking do, we're going to line up a fucking classic Saturday. And we're going to do, everybody will say, if you win Thursday, everybody will say, you watch fucking Dorking. Because everybody knows we have it in the locker. But you have to have it in the locker, not your mate, not your teammate, you, all of you.
No training session would be complete without some sort of injury issue, and while George Frankham isn't quite there yet, at least there's some good news for Dan Pybus, whose tendinitis seems to be letting up a bit.
Dan, how are you? I saw you had a shot earlier. Well, you needed that scaffolding. No, you feel all right? Do you feel it, or? No, that's good then, isn't it? Fucking hell. George is in a position where he's saying, like, look, I could do it, but if I'm honest, Gaffer, like, if you've got someone fully fit, they're going to be better than me. So you can't ask for more than that. Can't ask for more than that. Right, can we pull Pybus out of this in a minute? Because he's all right, and it's only going to get worse, and we've got a game Thursday. So I'll pull him out of it. Yeah? Yeah. He's done really well. Do you know what I would say? We spoke about having boys. What's going to be key in this game is going to be boys that can come on and do magic. He is the exact type of player you want on the bench for this game, Blair. All day long. Someone can just go, Tom, can you rescue our season? And he'll just go, I'll shoot from anywhere, Gaffer. Because this boy needs a lot of work. But he's he's an unbelievable footballer, but he needs a lot of work. If you can you feel it now? No, not really, no. That's what I'm saying to you. So that's great, mate. That's the sharpest you've looked. pain-free-ish. That gives us a, you know, yeah, mate.
Wealdstone have had a pretty tough end to their season. Due to a pitch that can't handle rain, combined with the weather being incredibly rainy, they've had so many games called off, they're now playing every 3 days or so, hence why Dorking are heading there on a Thursday night. The spell is taking its toll on the Wealdstone players, who have managed just 1 point in their last 7 games, leading to the dismissal of their manager David Noble after just 2.5 months in charge. That means interim manager Sam Cox is taking over, and literally praying to God that he can find a way to take all 3 points at home against Dorking. Sadly, we prayed to God that Wealdstone would let us shoot the game, but it appears he wasn't on our side, for the powers that be couldn't be swayed. Still, Dorking's media team have given us more than enough to tell the story of what happened when Dorking went to Wealdstone, with both teams knowing the loser would almost certainly be going down.
I want us to show incredible composure. Composure, yeah? So composure means just really focusing on what you do and thinking about the game plan. Maybe helping your mate in front be composed. Loads of composure, because the pitch is gigantic. It's a real keep ball pitch. They're quite an erratic team by nature, and their fans kind of like, you know, mean that they respond that way. I'm going to give you a little information tonight. There's no pressure on you from me whatsoever, except for looking like a good football team and keeping the ball off them, because that is what this pitch enables you to do. Don't take my sort of relaxed mentality for anything else other than very confident. Yeah, obviously they're going to play it. You know, they're going to be at it a little bit, you know, because they've got to be. Yeah, but you are a football team. You are a proper football team that can keep the ball. So just overemphasise keeping the ball first 10, 15. All right, boys? Good stuff. When you get to this stage of the season, you know, you've had your chance to be fine. You've had your chance, you know, you've had your chance, you know, when you're travelling all over the country and you're getting ready for these matches and we've had every situation, we've had so many chances this year. But in reality, we've had 4 to 5 points chalked off by horrific decisions that you don't get back. You know, there's loads of decisions that you get back over the season, but we've had 4 to 5 points chalked off where you just don't get them back. We've lost 240 games to injury. That's what it is, which is phenomenal. And we're part-time, and it's a fucking competitive league. And none of that's excuses, because I'll point towards other teams in this league that are part-time or low budget and done well, but we haven't. We've got a few things wrong, but we're still in the game. Let's go, boys! Get the ball down! Get the ball down! Get it down, yeah, Shah. Yeah. Boys, get the ball down and play. Josh, Jim, make sure we get it down and play.
The Wealdstone pitch is one of the largest in the league, and that should suit the Wanderers, given their propensity for keeping the ball. Still, the concern is where the goals are going to come from, with CDM Luke Moore forced to play up top as Dorking's ongoing injury crisis continues to wreak havoc.
Jimmy! Morrow! Morrow!
To their credit, the Stones are looking to play from the back too, although they're coming up against a strong defensive unit.
Forward! Forward! Start again!
Dorking's issue isn't likely to be their ball retention, but what they do with it when they get into dangerous areas.
Charlie
getting the odd one.
but then that's the only thing that'll push them back.
The first half is not exactly stacked with chances, although it is promising for Dorking that they're able to keep the ball and fashion the only openings, even if they're only brief glimpses of goal. Aaron Cool is dominating the midfield, and he has the best opportunity of the first half.
Unlucky!
A deep cross from Bobby Joe goes untouched, with Tony Craig realising afterwards he might have been able to reach it.
Tony's had a good chance there, mate. Stanchion, Bob! To be fair, we tell them to do it when it's on, so we can't complain. Where we are is this year. If we can play, we're playing when it's static. If not, we're going to set up on and get Charlie on the small centre half. So Charlie, you'll take him on, and you're aiming out that side. And then Josh and that. What we want to do, please get it right. Moro, old school. You look off the shoulder. Jimmy, you hearing me? When we go long to Charlie, because Charlie's going to win every header. Because that Mundell Smith will not beat him in the air either. Hearing me? I know it sounds fucking like basics, but when we do it, hang it up for Char. You go behind. Moro looks behind. Josh looks second. Just old school organisation, right? Curly as well. We ain't entitled to get a single thing. We're not entitled for a single thing. And our season could be done now. But equally, it could be game on. It could be game on, lads. This season could be game on, next level, when we go and get a goal or two this half, right? So you need to go again. You need to find more. You need to breathe, fucking relax, get your composure back, right? That's what you've got to do. Eyes at Bob, talking the whole time. Coolly, keep us fucking, if we turn it over, we can go backwards as well as to Jim. Blair is going to terrorise him. Blair, patient, okay, discipline and patience, okay, mate? All right? Come on, boys. Come on, son. Come on, mate. Come on. Run him fucking ragged.
Charlie's injury is getting worse and he can't strike the ball at all now.
Are you okay to stay on though, Char? Yeah, exactly that. He's saying he can't strike the ball. He's got an injury, so...
Tom Blair has come on for Seb on the wing and he immediately livens up the Dorking attack.
Forward, Blair, forward!
Blair's cross is inadvertently turned in by Wealdstone's Charlie Barker and Dorking have a precious lead.
Blairo, well done, mate, superb. Oi, Blair gets another goal here, this is done.
He'll terrorise him down here. Down the fucking hill.
On your own, Bob, on your own, straight line. Height 'em.
The home side's run of defeats and a goal straight after half-time has given them a sinking feeling and Dorking are flying. Blair's cross lands on Charlie's head, which is useful because he can't kick it anyway, and he loops the ball under the bar to double Dorking's lead.
Keep him off for that. You've got to keep him off for the fucking height thing.
We've got to keep a real eye on who can't engage the game, if any legs are going okay, yeah? We need to see if Pybus can do half hour, he's a good player for this.
Yeah, tidy it up a bit for me, please.
Dorking are dominant and they nearly make it 3. But then Shauna Darkwa has a flash of goal and suddenly the home side begin to believe.
Relax. He's got lucky there. Haig got the wrong side of him. And he couldn't touch him. Stop the cross!
Mason Barrett is totally unmarked, so he heads in Aaron Henry's cross with relative ease.
Problem is, we need changes, but it's hard to know who. Tony, settle the team down. Tony, right, we're 1-0 up again, settle down.
Dorking need a third and Luke Moore knows it, and that's why he hits this dipping effort.
Just try and set us down, but at the same time, there's a lot of pace on the game, so you've got to be really sharp defensively, okay?
Tom Blair's been hyped up and sent on to win the game, and it doesn't take much for the young winger to get, well, let's call it emotional.
Hey! Tom! He doesn't need it.
Mark's decided Aaron Cool has run out of steam, so Dan Pybus has to get up to match speed pretty quickly. It's a big ask for a lad who's been out for a month. Dan loses his man and nobody else picks him up. And that man, Kretschmar, finds enough space to level the scores.
Fucking runners, mate. Just runners.
Like any kind of Lego car I've ever tried to make, the wheels have come off Dorking's performance, and the home team know it. Dan Pybus gives away a penalty, and Dorking's existence at step 1 hangs in the balance.
Alfie, come here. When you go on, you tell it Hayden's coming off, Bobby Tone, back 3 eyes at you. Everything's got to go direct, and you have to play off Charlie the whole time, okay?
Dorking's incredible escape looked on, and now things couldn't get much bleaker. For the record, there's been no needle between the benches, not a single cross word, and Dorking made little fuss around their own goals when they took the lead. So we've got to wonder, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Josh, boys! Don't pack it in, come on. Boys, it's got to go direct even on the turnovers. Boys, there's a lot of, listen to me, we can't do fuck all of, what? Even the turnovers, Josh, when we turn it over, there's no space. Turn the ball over the back. Isaac, keep looking over the back. Get a goal, make it a grandstand finish, they'll shit themselves. Come on, lads. Come on. Well done, mate. Well played, mate. Cheers, mate. All the best, mate. Cheers, boys. All the best. Cheers, mate. Cheers, boys. I know, mate. It's not good enough. Cheers, mate. Hello, mate. You know, I've got to critique that a little bit there. I don't know. Take Keeley off. I mean, you go on at 2-1 then. 2-1 you go on at, mate. The bottom line is, yeah, obviously you should never be 2-0 up in a game of football anywhere and fucking get beat. Like, brilliant start, but we showed zero composure. Zero composure. That was the problem. So, look, I'm not going to talk about that. I can't talk about that game anymore. It's pointless. I've never been in the fucking changing room that's been fucking relegated, yeah? I've not been in one, right? So I'm talking to you now and it's going in one ear and out the other, yeah? But we did say in our meeting, so you've got to try and tune into me, lads, yeah? Because it's a lot of, like, it's 25 years and a lot of work to not get relegated. So I need Harrison, I need all of you with me. Yeah, because it's a lot of work for people at this club to invest to get to this division to then get relegated, lads. So I appreciate you're feeling gutted for the club as well, but you need to give me a bit of your respect and time here. Because there's other people in the club that raise a lot of money, that work really hard, and the supporters as well, that will feel let down by us. We've got a team meeting tomorrow night in Rochdale. When you see my slides tomorrow night that I've done, I've built the relegation deck already, trust me, I built it a week ago. We've won one game all season when we've gone behind, one. Yeah, our points per game when we go behind is 0.2. That means we've barely drawn when we go behind. Our changing room this season, yeah, which you're all part of, hasn't had enough still and determination. And, you know, I'm being honest with you, I'm used to players that run through brick walls, but not just run through them, organise their teammates. I'm looking around at 2-1 and I'm thinking, I need to get H on the pitch because I just know that he'll fucking organise us, he'll talk. There's loads of people out there that can be good teams on their day, which is where we've been, yeah? But solid sides that are together, sides that are organised, composed, do the right things, yeah, don't have as many bad days as you've had this season. You know, we deserve to get relegated, 100%. 100%. That was a great example at 2-0 of what not to do. What not to do. One game from a losing position all season. So, ironically, we get a 2-0 winning position. It is important that you spare a thought for the hierarchy at the club that raise a lot of money. I've had one day off in 2.5 years, genuinely. I've had one day off work in 2.5 years. And I have to raise about £1.5 million, you know, of my money, other people's. And it's not, sorry me, but I'm just saying, if you're feeling hard done by, because you're part of this, there are some big fucking losses here. And when you do a business model for the league below, the doors are blown off. You lose a lot of funding. It's a massive, massive problem. That is it though, isn't it? That's it. It's a bit like when someone fucking dies, isn't it? I remember when my fucking mum died and I walked out of the hospital. I remember thinking to myself, well, that's that then. Like literally, that's that, innit? That is that. That's where you are. That's where we are now. There's no talking. There's no anything. This is the situation. We need to get a Rochdale who haven't played all week. And to be frank, could put 18 goals past us. Yeah, they haven't played all week. I fucking played for 10 days or something. And we're going there in a few hours' time. Yeah? So it's a big mental test. What I'd say is, well, in fact, you'll see tomorrow night where we're at. I wouldn't be critiquing that game in here because it's dumb and the outcome's way bigger than that. Yeah? That's the bottom line. That's where we are. So I'll see you on the coach tomorrow. There'll be a meeting in Rochdale and we go from there, okay? All right, boys? That's it. Oh, right. James.
Well, there you go. That was part 1 of a 2-part finale for season 4. You can watch the whole thing. It's even longer than the 2 parts that you're going to get for free over on YouTube memberships or Patreon. Check out the information in the description and you'll find your way there. From as little as £1 a month, you get full access to all of the extended episodes and all the ones from earlier in the season too. It really helps support the channel.